Welcome back to the channel, guys. This video is going to be on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we're going to go over the free agent signings and what I think of them, what grade I'd give them. You guys can disagree. It's great. But either way, here we go. Pittsburgh Steelers, first one and most notable to start off with. Hold on a sec. Is Mitch Trubisky, the former Chicago Bears. First round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft. Decent career. I think he's a very capable quarterback. He's still only 26, just turned 27, I think. Got a really good arm. Got a pretty good cannon for an arm. Has some accuracy issues. Doesn't read defenses the best sometimes. Now, can run as well. Very athletic. Now, can you attribute his lack of reading defenses and whatnot to the coaching and what was around him in Chicago, and it was just too much too fast? Yeah, it's possible. Could it still be a problem? Yes, it could be. However, he's going to a situation where you have an established head coach. Mike Tomlin's one of the best. The man has not had a losing season. As much as I can't stand the Steelers, you got to give him props for hiring the right head coach and Mike Tomlin. I know they've only won one Super Bowl, lost another one under Tomlin to the Packers in 2011. But anyway, they've got an established culture in Pittsburgh. They know how to pick the right players. They have a good defense. They need some work on the offensive line. That's going to be some of the next free agents coming up here that I show you that they've signed. They have helped themselves there. They've got weapons, and they've got plenty. They're loaded on defense, and could possibly get more loaded if they sign Tyrann Mathieu, Zadarius Smith, among others. So they're probably not done yet. They'll add some more pieces as they need. But now you have possibly a quarterback battle between Mitchell Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, and Dwayne Haskins. Mitch Trubisky is the leader right now. I don't see Haskins beating him out. I'm not sure Rudolph beats him out. But there's your probably quarterback one for this year. Not a bad thing. Not at all. So next one is going to be a Levi Wallace, young cornerback. Haven't seen a lot on him. He's a free agent pickup. Signed a 2-year deal. He was with the Bills previously. We'll see what happens with him. He's a piece. Not sure he'll be a starter or if he'll be a big-time player. We'll see how camp and everything goes. Right now, he's a depth piece and probably special teams piece at this point. Not a huge contract. Wasn't a whole lot of interest in him, so we'll see if they can make something out of him. Or if he's just a depth piece moving forward. Mason Cole, an offensive lineman. Probably a starter, more than likely. Pretty good. Has some weaknesses. Has some trouble getting downfield on his blocks. But he's a competition piece. We'll see if he can beat out the guys they have now. But probably one of your starters at guard or center. Did play some center. So not a bad piece to add. Don't know if he'll be what you need or not, but it's another piece. At least they're doing something on the offensive line. James Daniels, another guard. Struggled a lot. Maybe their offensive line coach does a better job. Maybe the system fits in better. Better run blocker than pass blocker. We'll see how he comes along. He's only 24 years old. So both these guys they got are youngish. So it's not like they got a bunch of old geezers sitting there with canes blocking for Mitch Trubisky or Mason Rudolph or Dwayne Haskins, whoever ends up being a starter. At least good competition piece. He can compete, and you don't know who they're going to draft. They could draft Iku Ekwonu out of North Carolina State. He's not beating Iku Ekwonu out. He's not beating Charles Cross out or any of those kind of guys. So if they don't draft one of those type guys, expect him to be a starter at guard day one, depending on who else they bring in or who else gets cut. So my screen messed up on there. I hit the wrong button. Now the biggest impact right away is going to be felt by this guy on defense. They've signed recently released Jaguars linebacker Miles Jack. This is a big signing. This is a great signing for the defense. You're pairing him with Devin Bush and TJ Watt. That's going to be looking pretty good for linebacking core for Pittsburgh. Great off-ball linebacker. Has great speed. Only 26 years old, guys. This guy in 2016 was a top 5 pick. Suspected to be a top 5 pick. One destination was supposedly the Cowboys over Ezekiel Elliott and Jalen Ramsey. That's how good this guy was coming out of college. And he's still really good. 100 and something tackles last year. I don't understand what the Jaguars are doing, but the Steelers scooped him up and said, you know what? We'll pick up what you think are leftovers and watch us make this guy great. And this is a huge steal for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's all their free agent signings so far that we know of, guys. This team's got some competition. I mean, you got the Browns, who've gotten better with Deshaun Watson. Ravens got Lamar Jackson coming back. And the Bengals are stacked now with a better offensive line, a good defense that only got a little bit better, and a star quarterback. They've already been to the Super Bowl. So it's a tough division to be in for the Steelers. Could be a tough road to hoe. We'll see what happens. But right now, I'll give my division right now, breakdown of my divisions in my next video of who I see in first place and fourth place, pre-draft, before the draft, before off-season, before training camp. And we'll update as the season goes on and as things happen, injuries happen, so on and so forth. But I'd give the Pittsburgh Steelers, right now, I'd give them a B+. I'd give them a B+. Because they still have work to do on the offensive line. I don't think those two guys are Mason Cole and James Daniels are superstars, but maybe the coaches there can turn them into really good to great players. We'll see. Right now they get a B+, and we'll see how the off-season all progresses. But the Steelers, decent free agency period. We'll see what they do in the draft. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit notifications. Like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel out tremendously. And I'll see you guys on the next video.